What's up, nail geeks, and welcome back to July polish pickup. I'm very happy that there's a lot of you that have missed out. I know there's a lot of newbies in the Facebook groups that I help admin. I see them all the time, so I'm very excited for this month. We have our rewind month. And just to go over the first order of housekeeping on my polish pickup videos, there are timestamps in the description box if you want to skip around. What is Polish Pickup? Polish Pickup is a monthly collaboration featuring dozens of makers. There's a lot of them. Featured in my video are the makers that decided to send to me to represent their polishes for through my photos and through my YouTube reviews there. And there's a lot more. In the main Facebook group, there are two of them. Voting happens in the main one, and that's basically the fans go in around this time that the shop opens up each month, and you can submit your theme ideas for each month. And then when voting goes up, then we vote on between 4 to 5 choices. So if, say, one person went in and suggested marine life, and then someone else came in and said they wanted to see like sea sponges, then we would condense that into, say, a marine theme, that type of thing. So when voting goes up, that's what you're seeing for those 4 to 5 theme suggestions there. And whichever wins, 2 months from now, that theme is going to be done by the makers. Whatever inspiration, sometimes they just take the inspiration and run with it. Sometimes they think outside the box, and sometimes it's a little translation to them what they saw as for the theme. It's done like this so that swatchers and makers we all have prep time to get everything ready and together 2 months in advance. So at the time that the July shop is going up for rewind, you all will be voting for the best month for polish pickup, which is the September month, which is when we do the Halloween themes. So just a quick note on that. It is a pre-order style shop. So once the shop closes, and 2 to 3 weeks is when shipping starts. On the polish pickup website, I will link that below for you all too, but there is a calendar of events that we have where it shows you when shipping is going to start, when voting is going to start, when theme submissions start, all that stuff, it's on the website. So this month is a very special month for polish pickup. This is when we do our rewind, meaning polishes that appear every single month in our normal shop openings outside of the July shop, they are limited edition. So they're exclusive to the polish pickup shop. And during July, makers are allowed to bring back 2 polishes. Typically in the early part of each year is when makers start to decide, what they're going to bring back. Sometimes they'll put a voting poll in their Facebook groups as to, say, new members or people who want backups, whatever wins. Usually that's how they decide what gets brought back. So makers can bring back 2 polishes. One is going to be in our normal polish pickup shop per usual. And then we have another polish that is going to show up in the individual maker's respective website. Now, that said, the polishes that are coming back in the maker's website, it is completely up to the maker whether they're going to offer it all month long for July, or if they're going to have it for a small pre-order or a 2-week pre-order, whatever. It's whatever the maker is able to do. So with that said, July is going to run as normal, which is opening up for pre-order the first Friday of the month. And we're going to do wish listing. It's going to be normal type of thing, but these are all polishes that have been voted on by fans most of the time to come back. Sometimes makers aren't able to bring back some polishes, and that's only because, say, some pigments are discontinued, things like that. I know they try their best. I mean, these are small businesses, so of course they, want to be able to, get as much sold as possible. So normally my July videos are on the smaller side, and that's just because a lot of the times, most of these, either I've already swatched before or some of these makers already have photos and review and things like that. My polish pickup videos do have a sponsored giveaway where I choose 10 random people to receive a $10 PPU gift code to the shop. All you have to do is leave a comment below on this video, and when the giveaway closes, I will choose 10 of you through the comment picker website. It's super fancy, I know. And I will reply to your comment, and I'll also leave a pinned comment on this video if you're a winner too. So every month we do this, and it seems to be that some people forget to email me, or they don't see the notification when I reply to them, what have you, and I just shame them. It's super fun and it's all in good spirits. So before we get to the shaming corner, please note if you do want to enter the giveaway, again, just leave a comment below. All I ask is that you keep it positive. It could be anything, saying hi, letting me know it's on your wish list, whatever. Again, keep it positive. This is a Unicorn Farting Rainbows channel. And yeah, we just keep it fun and lighthearted over here. Now, with that said, I had one person not email me last month for the June shop. I was shocked. This was another month that I was like, oh my gosh, everyone's going to email me. And then one person did not. So if your name is Ahmya 2877, you are in super duper trouble. Shame on you. You are thoroughly shamed. Get your butt to the principal's office. Just kidding. Just email me, thepolishedmage@hotmail.com. And a quick disclaimer too, that sometimes we have bots that come onto the comment section for these videos whenever I post giveaway in the title. I do that because I want my subscribers to know whenever I'm having a giveaway, as I do try to have them as frequently as possible. But sometimes it attracts bots. I will never ask you for anything. I don't want your money. I don't want your information. None of that. If you win, all you're going to do is email me. That way it'll be in a private chat between us that I can give you your gift code and check you off of my list. So don't reply to bots. I personally try to delete them as I see them. Thank you to those of you who do report and help me in that regard too when they do happen. That said, the giveaway is going to run until Tuesday before the shop opens, which is Tuesday, July 2nd at 4 p.m. Central Time. I know I was a couple hours late last time at the 4 p.m. Central Time. I was a little late last month because I had a ton going on. It's just like constant errands that I'm running, or I'm swatching, or I'm doing something and I get distracted, things like that. So I do my best. And if it's like super extenuating and I'm not able to get to my PC, I will also leave a pinned comment and update that, you know, I'm getting home at this time, whatever. But I will do my best at 4 p.m. Central, July 2nd, to choose winners. So good luck to all of you. And we're going to finally get on to the actual swatching portion of the video. I'm so excited that a lot of people who are new to Polish Pickup are going to have a chance to pick up some goodies that they missed on potentially in the past. So without further ado, let's dive right in. First up is Ahmya Cosmetics. This is Graveyard Ghoul. This one will be available throughout the month of July in their shop, and from July 16th through the 31st through the UK Indie group buy. There is a link to that on the PPU main blog list that you can access if you are not based out of the UK. Graveyard Ghoul is from the September 2023 Haunted History month. That was such a good month. I think all of the September months are awesome. Graveyard Ghoul is a pearly, beautiful color. I'm going to suggest 3 coats and a glossy top coat to plump it up. This is quite shifty and luminous. I was sent the one that's in the PPU shop. However, it turned out it's the wrong one. It's a prototype, so I don't have that one to show you all, but there is photos on the website. BCB Lacquer brings us Beyond the Reef. This is going to be in the PPU shop. Described as a deep blue jelly base with green to gold to blue magnetic pull, blue flakes, and hollow flakes. This one's from August 2022 Marine Magic. That was another good month. This one's $13.50 and the cap is 500 bottles. Beyond the Reef is a very juicy type of formula. It built beautifully for me at 2 coats, and that's saying something given that I tend to go in heavy-handed for magnetics to make sure I have plenty of pigment on my nails in order to magnetize it. It's quick to react to a magnet, and it worked really well with the Magic Magnetic Top Coat from DRK. If you're new around here, I use this just so that we can all see what it looks like magnetized and unmagnetized. It is a touch thirsty in how it dries down, so I'll suggest a thicker glossy top coat or a glitter smoothing top coat in addition to your standard top coat. Lots of contrast in this one. BCB is going to bring back Rise from the Ashes to their shop. This one's going to be available throughout the month of July, and it'll also be available at the Polish and Beauty Expo if you stop by her table. This is from the November 2023 Fairy Tales and Folklore, another one of my favorite months. It has a very creamy, smooth application. I thought this was beautiful and opaque and perfect at 2 coats. You will need to finish with a good glossy top coat though, because it dries down on the flatter side and you want to exploit that rainbow linear hollow effect. This is so perfect in any lighting situation. Indoors, it's going to be shifty, coppery gold goodness, and in sunshine, bright lights, restroom lights, it'll be rainbows from the linear hollow. By Dany Vianna brings us Rosewater. This is a clear base with green to blue sparkling aurora shimmer and pink irregular shaped glitter. This one's from April 2023, the Flower Power month. That was definitely out of the box month, but really fun still. It's going to be 14 with a cap of 400 bottles. Rosewater is a true jelly-ish type of formula. To me, it heavily flirts with being a topper. With that said, it's not necessarily intended to be a topper, but I think there's a lot of versatility, especially you'll see that in the Will It Topper segment. Now, if you choose to wear it by itself, I'm going to suggest going up to 3 lighter coats. I had no issues with the glitters. They came out of the bottle onto the brush perfectly. No need for fishing or anything like that. You'll just need to kind of move them around a little bit to see them in between your layers. This is what I would consider a true sheer type of finish, so you will see your visible nail line. Cuticula has Never Sleep Again. This is a blood red base with large particle red gold green shifting shimmer, matte black flakes, and small silver hollow flakes. This one's from September 2022, scary vibes. Price is $13 and there is no cap. This is like when I built it up, it reminded me of just such vampy blood red goodness. It's like lingerie for your nails. It is so gorgeous. Those of us who like vampy colors, but also bold type, you don't want to miss out on this. I think this is a must-have red for everyone. I'm going to suggest 2 to 3 coats, depending on how you polish. I personally took it to 3 thin coats, and it was perfect. It will have a very flat, thirsty dry down. So on my swatches, on my photos, and my full hand shot, you are seeing a glitter smoothing top coat and a glossy top coat applied. Cuticula's shop polish coming to their personal shop is After the Storm. This one's going to be available throughout the month of July, and it's from the March 2023 Rainy Days theme. This is what I would consider a somewhat sheer polish. It's what I would call more of a milky type of light buildup. I think if you have any type of free edge, especially a very prominent white type of free edge, you will see your smile line. So my standard disclaimer for that applies here. If that bothers you, I would suggest a nude to you cream or a color correcting base coat of some sort. I would suggest 3 coats to build it up. This is shifty good and it's quite versatile, again, as you'll see on the Will It Topper segment. It does have a flatter type of dry down, so I would suggest a thicker glossy top coat here too. Danglefoot has Tears in the Rain. This is going to be in the PPU shop. It's described as a dusty, dark blue base with strong burnt red to burgundy to purpley type shimmer and also fine hollow sparkles. This one was part of the June 2019, it's an oldie here, weather theme. Price is $13.50 and there is a cap of 250 bottles. I remember when this one came out, I actually purchased it and I know it's in one of my Helmers somewhere. Of course, I bought it because it's a beautiful vampy type of blue with a very prominent type of reddish shimmer on the inside. It has a very creamy, smooth formula. I think 2, maybe 3 thin coats is going to be perfect for everyone, easy to build up, and it has a somewhat flat type of dry down. I think any top coat's going to be perfect for it. In the sunshine, you'll see that beautiful hollow effect. And Ember brings us The House. This is a 2.0 version, meaning some pigments are going to be as close as possible to the original. This is described as a bluish base with purple chromatic hue, beautiful silver reflective glitter, and a few color shifting flakes of glitter. This one's going to be $13.50 with a cap of 200 bottles. We have a Heavier type of formula going on here. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It was very easy to build to opacity. I think 2, possibly 3 very thin coats is perfect to build it up. It will have a more thirstier type of dry down to it just because it's so packed full of flakes. So I would suggest a thicker glossy top coat or again, a glitter smoothing top coat. Emily Damali is bringing us Haunting Your Own House. This is described as a magenta pink base with pink to gold shifting aurora shimmer and purple hollow glitters. This was part of September 2023 Scary Vibes. Price is $13 and there's a cap of 640 bottles. This was so pretty. I do remember swatching this one last year. It's such a fun, metallic, vibrant type of take on that year's, I should say, Halloween theme. So pretty and flattering. I think this is going to look great on any skin tone across the board. For opacity, I will suggest between 2 to 3 coats. You will have full coverage on the second coat, but I think it's got this flatter type of dry down, so it makes it a touch thinner in that respect. So I will suggest 3 coats to plump it up and a good glossy top coat. Lots of hollow rainbows and a chromy sort of effect in indoor lighting. Jen and Berries brings us Raspberry Parade. This is a fuchsia to gold to green intensely shifty multi-chrome with larger particle fuchsia to gold to green shimmer and hollow flakes. This was part of June 2023 Misheard Lyrics. Price is $13 and there's a cap of 400 bottles. I 1000% agree with that official description. This is so ridiculously shifty in person, especially if you have a deep sea curve like myself. You're going to see quite a bit of a color roll just looking at it head on. My husband actually picked the bottle up off of my desk here while I was editing and was like, this is bananas looking. And I agree. It's so shifty and beautiful. This is another one you don't want to miss out on. I'm going to suggest 3 coats to build it to opacity and a good glossy top coat. And yeah, there's just color roll for days on this. Now, Jen and Berries is going to have Depth Perfection in their actual shop. This is going to be available throughout the month of July, also through Gracie J & Co. And it's also going to be at her PBE Polish and Beauty Expo booth. This was from the August 2023 Dreamscapes. Another really good one. If you are like me and you like these bluish type of colors with these strong shimmer going throughout it, this is going to be for you. Now it's a true jelly type of formula. So if you wanted a softer, more subdued looking appearance to the base color, I think 2 coats is fine. 3 coats is going to be more in your face for seeing that teal base and building up that shimmer. It will dry down semi-gloss. I think any top coat's perfect for it. And if you have a prominent free edge, you might want to use a color correcting base of some sort, as you might see just the tiniest bit of a peekaboo on your smile line. Rogue Lacquer has Naked or Not. This is from the June 2023 Misheard Lyrics month. We probably should do a 2.0 of that, maybe next year, next summer or something. That was such a fun month. This one's going to be $13.50 with no cap. So per usual, Rogue is bringing us a beautiful flaky mixture. It's got a curly, smooth formula to it, and it built almost like a milky finish on the second coat, but it takes on more of a cream type of appearance in terms of that base when I went up to that third coat. It dries down with thirstiness and a touch of texture, so I finished with a glitter smoothing top coat and a glossy top coat in my full hand shot here and in my swatch photos too. I really like the peekaboo effect of those rainbow iridescent flakes behind the black tinier flakes. And Rogue's personal shop polish is The Sky is Falling. This one's going to be available for the entire month of July. This one's from the December 2020 Everything is Fine month. That was another just wild time to be in, and I thought that month was so fitting for that year. The Sky is Falling has a creamy type of formula to it. I think 2, possibly 3 coats is perfect, though I think most of you with shorter nails, lesser of a free edge than what I have going on in the video here, will be just fine at 2 coats. I would suggest a glitter smoothing top coat and a glossy top coat to plump this up and take away any type of possible texture from those flakes here. Sassy Sauce brings us Wet Spot. This is a super shifty turquoise jelly base with gold reflective glitter. At some angles, you'll see a purpley pink shift, and at other angles, a gold copper green shift. This one's originally from August 2022 Marine Magic. Price is $13, and there's a cap of 500 bottles. Wet Spot is a true jelly type of formula. I think you can wear it at 2 coats if you, again, wanted a softer appearance. But if you want more of that in-your-face, super sparkly, shimmery look, 3 coats is going to be perfect. We've got reflective glitter going throughout the finish here, so I would suggest a glitter smoothing top coat and a glossy top coat, as you'll have quite a bit of texture from that. Indoor lighting, you're going to see that beautiful shimmer come out to play. And of course, outdoor lighting, you will see that awesome gold sparkly effect from the reflective glitter. Sassy Sauce has That's What C, I knew I was going to mess that up. That's What C Said. This is a 2.0 version that's going to be available in her shop. This one's going to be available all month of July, and it's from the August 2023 Dreamscapes month. This polish, I said it when I reviewed it last year, and I'll say it again. This color is really interesting. It's very, what I would say, unique. I don't think I've seen another base color like this. It's what I would describe as like a dusky type of orangey peach warm vibe going on, and the shimmer kind of cools it down just a touch. Very interesting, and I think it'll absolutely play up against your personal skin tone, especially if you're warm undertoned like myself. It's jelly-like in how it applies, and I would suggest 3 coats and a glossy top coat to build it up. Wildflower Lacquer is bringing us to the PPU shop. The sky has finally opened. Again, this is a 2.0 version, and it's from the June 2021 Over the Rainbow theme. We haven't seen that one in a hot minute. Price is $13.75, and there is no cap. So the sky has a creamy type of formula to it. I'm really glad that people are going to get a second chance at grabbing this one, especially so many of you being new to polish pickup. This is one I just feel like you don't want to miss out on either. It's what I consider one of Wildflower's like magical polishes, and it's so shimmery good. This is going to transition so well into the fall. It has a smooth, easy formula to build up. I'm going to suggest 3 lighter coats though to maximize that plumping factor and all that shimmer goodness. It will have a flatter type of dry down, so you'll want to finish with a good glossy top coat. And one of my favorite polishes to have purchased through Polish Pickup is Geralt Can Have All of My Coins. I think my bottle's in one of my Helmers somewhere. This is a fabulous polish. This one's going to be available in her pre-order window from July 5th through July 12th. I will have a review video for that actually going up this week, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Geralt Can Have All My Coins came from the October 2021 Monsters and Mythical Creatures theme. It has a smooth, creamy formula to it. I think 2 to 3 coats, depending on how you apply, is perfect, and it dries on quite flat and almost like a harsh manner. So you'll really want to finish with a thicker, glossy top coat. This is Chef's Kiss. And we're going to be kind and rewind with the Will It Topper segment. This is where I use a black swatch stick to demonstrate if polishes have layering capabilities. Graveyard Ghoul is ridiculous over black. I think this is going to topper so well over many, many colors. You just have to get creative with it. The BCB, the first one here, yes, it toppers over black. Personally, I would not use it as a topper because you're just not doing it justice. Same thing with Rise from the Ashes. You're vamping it out, but it's a hollow. I don't personally care for hollows as layered. Rosewater, this is what I'm talking about. It makes a fantastic topper. You can put this over anything. Cuticula, Never Sleep Again, also works. However, you're, again, not doing that red justice. It's so pretty by itself. After the Storm, if I didn't know any better, I would have said this is a topper on its own. So you can absolutely get creative with it. Danglefoot, much like the hollow BCB, it's too creamy smooth. And again, you're just you're messing up a good thing. Ember works as well. It's going to give you this chromy type of finish. So I think you can get creative with that. Emily de Molly is kind of like the red Cuticula, and it's very pretty and vibrant and it vamps out, but I personally wouldn't. Raspberry Parade is ridiculous over black, but it's such an opaque multichrome, you don't need to layer it. Depth Perfection is awesome over black, and I think you'll do it justice over mermaid colors. And both rogues, in my opinion, are too Crelly-like, and I don't think you're exploiting the flakes enough when you topper it. Sassy Sauce Wet Spot you can play up with. I would suggest using some color theory over what base colors to play around with. Same thing with That's What C Said. I think oranges and reds are going to look beautiful with it. And the two Wildflowers, this is very much like the Rogue. I think they're just too creamy, smooth, and opaque in formula. Yes, theoretically it works, but I just feel like you're ruining a good thing if you ask me. They're so beautiful by themselves. Okay, so this is the portion of the video where I normally go over usually the KBShimmer, I almost said Wildflower scrub. I have the boxes right here on my desk for editing for the July collection. Anyways, this is normally the time whenever I do the KBShimmer Sugar Scrub and we smell it, all that fun stuff. But since it's Rewind month, it has already been released. So we're going to skip straight to the wishlist portion for yours truly. Now, this is where I pull up through the Facebook group here, the main Facebook group. The makers have a spoiler thread that we put up after the shop closes for the previous month. This is where I'm pulling this information from, as I do try to get this video out way before wish listing. I usually record it a week in advance in the hopes I have everything ready to go for that next week. So fingers crossed I can do that again this month. But we're going to go over what I am going to have on my wish list. So what I normally do is I look through the maker spoilers thread. I decide in my head, like, okay, this is what I missed out on this or whatever. And then I go through when wish listing opens up, which is the Sunday before the shop opens. And you can get in there, you can log in and make a wish list. It's a really nice feature. And then from there, I just kind of whittle it down to what I can obviously afford. Going through this, let's see. Lynn B is the first one that has caught my eyes here. I really think that this one, I missed out on this one. I do remember that. I missed out on this one, and I think I 100% will be getting this one. It's such a beautiful blue shimmer. Danglefoot's Turn to Stone is one that I think I'll have to put in my cart as well. This one is beautiful, and if it says that it's a scattered hollow, it looks like it's got some chrome flakes in it too. If it's anything like the flaky one that I did for her Little Box of Horrors last month, then I'm really going to need that in my arsenal. So that one's super pretty. The Polished for Days is really pretty too. I got that one when it released, and it's actually in my to try pile. I should probably put that on my dominant hand next, but I do have that one. I'm super excited. The Bluebird is very pretty. I actually took this one, I whittled it off of my list the month that it came out, and I am definitely not going to make that mistake again. So the Baja Blast, I really, really want that one. The Alchemy Lacquers is another one that has kind of stolen my heart a little bit. I really like this one. This is another one that I whittled out of my cart whenever the shop opened up that day. I can't remember which month this was from, but it's stunning. I really like it. And I think this is another one that I had massive regrets on that I passed on. And then, as I always do for the wish listing portion, because I'm always so in love and impressed that Off the Hook Creations hand makes these for the shop each month. She's going to be bringing back the very popular possum toy. These are usually they can fit in your hand, and there are ones that have catnip in them if you have kitties, or ones that don't have catnip in them if you want to put them on display. So I just wanted to highlight that because they're so cute. I can't stand it. It's just so impressive. All Mixed Up Lacquers. This one is gorgeous. This one's coming back to their site. I'll have it up here, but this is beautiful. I don't want to miss out on that one. That one's really nice. And it's that blue shimmer. I will never get tired of that beautiful blue shimmer. Restored Naturally has their heel stick back, and this is in the scent Mango Tango. I totally got confused the other month, and that one was unscented, which it's fine. But I ordered the Mango Tango when it came out initially, and it's a very lovely scent. It was super soft on the scent if you're very sensitive to smells, but it was fantastic. And the heel stick itself is awesome. So that is currently on my wish list for this month. At the time that I'm recording this, there's not a whole lot of comments for the spoilers thread. I know there's going to be quite a bit more, especially those things that are not polish related. So we've got the return also of our non-polish maker stuff too, cuticle oils and all that fun stuff too. So I will link you all below to the Polish Pickup website. Well, hopefully a wish listing will be starting soon by the time this video goes up. I'll also link you to the Facebook group, the main one, where you can see the Maker Spoilers thread. Put your theme nominations in, and you can see all the swatches from swatchers posting, from makers posting, things like that. And I'll also link the second Facebook group, which is the PPU BST group. It's a chat group. You can talk about all kinds of things in there. I co-admin it with Lisa of Cosmetic Sanctuary, my nail wife, and you can sell polish pickup items only if you wanted to trade them, destash them, things like that. So I'll also link that for you all too. And there's going to be timestamps if you need to go back for anything. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.